Hairstyles Our Little Trouble presents a hairstyle from The Hobbit. Hey everybody, welcome to Hairstyles Our Little Trouble. This week's hairstyle, I'm not going to even attempt to say her name because I do not remember how it's pronounced. Over the weekend I watched The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug with my brother. I'm not even going to go into the movie. Hated it. Did not follow the book. That's enough said on that. But I was noticing this really nice hairstyle that the girl elf wore. And I was like, oh, I could do that as a hair tutorial. It's really simple, but super cute. And basically, if you can pull your hair back and braid it, it's long enough to do this hairstyle. So this is a really nice, versatile hairstyle. Now, of course, she had that long, most likely wig, hair, and it looked really pretty like that, but that's totally unnecessary for this hairstyle. So, as you can see, I've already split my hair into 3 sections. You want a pretty good sized chunk right here, but I noticed in the movie that her hairstyle only, like the braid, the front braid, the top part is a braid, it started like about here, so you want to make sure you leave this hair down because that hair was not in the braid in the movie that she had. Okay, now what we're going to do is, I'm not really sure what they call this braid. I've heard it called multiple different things. I call it just a French rope braid because it's the same kind of basics as a French braid, only you're doing it with a rope braid. So what we're going to start out with is we're going to take some hair from the bottom. We want to make sure that our starting hair comes from the bottom of the style, and then we can take a piece of hair from anywhere else. So since this hair is really in my way, I'll take the hair from the top. Now normally with a rope braid we twist it one way and then wrap it a different way, like that. Well, her rope braid was a really soft one, so instead I'm not really going to do much in the way of a twist. I'm going to do just a very slight twist, if any at all. So it kind of gives the effect of a rope braid without actually being the tight formality of a rope braid. Okay, and what we do is we just add a little piece of hair each time we wrap. And of course you want to be working your way up toward the top of your head. So there. And now with this hair, just kind of pin it back for now. Now this is a braid you have to work on because, as you can see, it does not look the best on this side. I do not often do a Frenched rope. So just work on this style. The more you work, better it'll look. And that's really the case with every kind of braid. I'm always telling people, if you want to be good at braiding, you just have to work at it. You know, nobody became great at braiding just by sitting around thinking about braiding. You have to go out and just plunge on into it. And I was noticing, the first time I was trying to figure out, I had to put the movie back in again later and make sure I'd figured out the hairstyle right. But the first time I was looking at it, I thought they had actually done a lacing braid here. But in actuality they hadn't. But still, if you want to do a lacing braid instead, it would look really pretty too. It doesn't have to be a rope braid, you know. Now, if you're Lord of the Rings purist, you would be like, oh yes, it has to be a rope braid. Or I should say Hobbit purist in this case. now we have our rope braids on both sides. And we're going to take this out. Now, what we do is we're going to combine the hair. But first, we'll take this hair out from underneath, and we're going to take this hair right in the middle that didn't really get braided into any of it. We're going to combine all of that hair together, separate it at the bottom. And now, I'm going to use just a little clear elastic, a little tiny thing. If you want to do an actual hairband, that's fine. I'm doing the elastic because it gets hidden easier. But if you're going to like put a little clip over it, I think she had like a little decorative band over where the hair joined. So if you want to do that, then you can just use a hairband. Okay, now this hair that's left, we're going to do a herringbone braid. And it takes a while to do a herringbone braid. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do it myself and then come back and show you what to do next. If you don't know how to do a herringbone braid, I made a video that said how to do all different kinds of braids. I will post the link right up here. So go ahead and follow that, and it'll show you how to do a herringbone braid. And yeah, so do your herringbone braid, and we'll come back and we'll see what happens next, okay? Be with you in a sec. So now we're back. As you see, I didn't do a full herringbone braid. I forgot to mention that it doesn't go all the way down. You're just supposed to do a partial herringbone. So, and I tied it off with a clear elastic. Again, I think she had some kind of decorative thing at the bottom, if I remember correctly. If you want to do a regular hairband, do the decorative thing just like before, that's great. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take some of our hair from right here. Now, she had this little hair thingy coming down on the side. So, don't take the piece straight from the front, right around your ear, because that wouldn't be perfectly true to the hairstyle. I think it looks silly on me, so I'm not going to have it in the front, but I'm going to at least not take the hair. And what we're going to do is another soft rope braid. So just wrapping the hair, not rolling it beforehand. It goes a lot faster this way, actually. And now we're going to take it, and I'm just going to wrap it around this for now. Take a bobby pin and pin it into it. Yeah, I bet you didn't know I could pin bobby pins into braids. I can put bobby pins in anything. Just dare me. Okay, that's just for a temporary hold for now. Okay, and on this side, we do the same thing. Separate out the front hair so we don't pull that into it. Take some hair from the side and wrap it. As you can see by my hair, probably, you can notice, it is very, very humid here right now. It's not hot, just very high humidity, lots of moisture in the air. So my hair is just utterly a rat's nest. And there's really nothing I can do about it. Okay. And now, wrap this around. What I'm going to do with this one, instead of bobby pinning it, is I'm going to just kind of like tie it in a knot, actually. Hold a loop, pull the hair down, and pull it tight. There. So it just gives you the general idea. I really recommend doing one of those little decorative thingies so you can actually tie a hairband around this. and make it look good, rather than mine just kind of flopping around there. But this was just to give you an idea anyway, so it doesn't have to be perfect. So here's our hairstyle for the week. Very nice, simple. You could wear this anywhere, you know. People will probably recognize it, but you know, it's not like some of the Star Wars hairstyles where they look kind of cool, but I would never wear them out in public because they just aren't practical. But yeah, that's our hairstyle for the week. I hope you all have a great day, great week, and remember, getting the perfect hairstyle is little trouble.